Yes, fellow fish lovers, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Big Fish Lad, and today for my Friday at 3 I'm just going to do a fish tank tour as it stands. Now, this was not the planned video, guys. The planned video was an unboxing of new fish from Aqualife in Leyland in the northwest of England. I was being filmed by my partner on my camera, and schoolboy error, the battery ran out. As everybody knows, I don't do editing, so that video is not happening. So, gutted about it, but we move onwards. So, yet again, got my phone out, winging a video. Camera's on charge, so it's going to be the phone. So, just before I show you the tanks, guys, just a quickie from me. So, first and foremost, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to all the subscribers, because yesterday I hit 400 subscribers. Now, I'm so buzzing off it, because I set out doing videos my way, in the sense of no editing. I just wanted to be able to pick a phone up or a camera up and just do a video, and that was what I planned my YouTube life to be. And that, you never know, I might learn a little bit of editing, maybe put an intro on or something like that, but I just wanted it to be raw and show you what was going on. And like I say, just pull the phone out of the camera. Anyway, just thank you to those guys that have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, guys, do me a favour and just click the subscribe button and whack the bell, because you know what? You never know, you might have a spare 10 minutes on your hand, can watch one of my videos. But anyway, guys, moving on. So, I just wanted to do a fish tank tour of my fish tanks. I've done a couple of water changes on some tanks and I haven't on the others. I've been rescaping the tanks, moving fish about as always, just trying to find the right balance. And what I have realised is I'm just scrimping and scraping for scaping materials. So I'm going to concentrate on buying the right materials for scaping my tanks. Anyway, so first tank, guys, and that is my living room tank, my 450 litre with my famous 3 in. These 3 are my wet pets, as I keep saying. Number 1 fish, the Jag. Love this guy. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Had him nearly 2 years. The Carpenters have had nearly a year. Again, stunning fish. The Jag called Mr. Wimpy. The Carpenters is called Pop. And then we've got this beautiful Midas that's just turning into a beautiful fish. Not got a name for the Midas yet, guys, so any ideas are welcome. But I think they're all males. 100% on the Jag and the Carpenters, but not so sure on the Midas. And I've just simply put that piece of bogwood in there. Quite like the way I've put that. It's worked out nice. I've had it a couple of angles, but that seems to be the best angle. And a few rocks, trying to create as much space for these 3 as I can. And that's that tank, guys. So that's had a water change, so it's looking nice and clean. I've cleaned all the substrate, cleaned the filter. So that's had a full-on clean. Anyway, let's go and see the next tank, guys. So this is the Trimax tank. Right, okay, let me bring you up to date with this tank. So you'll have seen me do a tank where I've got my pair, they laid, they spawned, and I kept the fry. Now I've lost all the fry. Now, I don't really want to go into it too much, because there's been some issues I've been having with my water for a long time, and I've been in 1,000,001 debates with people. Everybody's an expert, everybody wants to tell me how to sort this water out, but I get swings, my KH is 0, and when I used to breed a while back, I used to lose a lot of fry. My parameters are fine, the tank's clean, the temperature's right, so I don't know, guys, but I'm going to give it one more go. One more go. And if it doesn't work this time, I will move the female on and just grow the Trimax out. But when I said about scrimping and scraping, I've been scrimping and scraping for bits there just to create a world where she can get away. She's actually up there. He's giving her a bit of a tough time, but I'm keeping my eye on him. He's been worse over this time than he was last time. Could be because I've split them, you know, it could be that. But if it doesn't work out, I'm not going to let him kill her. I'm just going to get rid of her. But yeah, attempt number 2 at trying to breed the Trimax Cichlids. I quite like how the scapes turned out, to be honest with you. Just throwing a little bits of my... It's just my bits, really. It's just my bits of wood, my bits of stone, and that's how it's turned out. So pretty happy with that. This is my Rio 240, so this is 60 US gallons, or 65 US gallons I think this is. So not a future tank for them, but for right now it's fine for them. Yeah, so that's the Trimax Cichlids in their tank. Let's move on to another one. So here we are at the Cuban cichlid tank. Now, when I said to you about some tanks have had water changes, others haven't, I've been messing about with this tank. I've been taking the rocks out for the Trimax, and I've look at the state of it. Look, because I've moved everything, it's mucky. So I will be doing a water change on the back of this. But I just wanted to show you a bit of reality as well, guys. Like I've said before, I do it my way. This is the reality of fish keeping. Yeah, I've done a water change on some of them, but some of them I haven't. There's still algae on this tank. This needs a clean, and this is my next water change. Anyway, this is the Cuban tank, and this is a 2 foot cube, 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. And I've just got a couple of sponge filters in there in case they spawn. And they've not spawned yet. They're always going through the actions. Love these fish. Absolutely love these fish. I am so lucky to have this pair. I'll say it again, Crazy Dave, you should not have sold me these fish. Male's about 7.5 inches, female's about 4 inches. Beautiful pair. Not got a name for these either, guys. Forgot to tell you, the Trimax called Trigger. The male Trimax is called Trigger. So we have named a few of them, we haven't named others. So look at these, look at them. Absolutely stunning fish. And anyway, like I said, I will do a water change, so don't panic. Don't come at me, guys. So I'm going to show you the next tank, guys. And here we are at the Red Devil tank. Jagger. This is Jagger. Just love this guy. I absolutely just love this fish, guys. He's just, you know what, I'm working, my desk is there next to Jagger, and I'm working away, and he's so interactive that I actually spend quite a lot of my day with him now. But look at him, he's stunning. This fish is stunning, and I just love his character, absolutely. I've talked about him before, so I won't go too much on about him. He's got his convict mates in there, and what I've done again is I've created a little bit of a... I have noticed with Jagger that he likes to bob in and out of the wood and stuff, so I try to make it the best so he can do that, if you get what I mean. So just a couple of pieces of bog wood. It's got the internal filter. This is the Dual Rio 350. So this is a forever home for him. He's okay in this. You know, it's about, I think in US gallons, it's probably around about 100 US gallons. So this is definitely, it might be a little bit more actually, but this is forever home for him, and I love it. I love this tank. He is up there with my Jag for me as my favourite fish. Just beautiful fish. And I was thinking about starting to show some of my fish, and if I was going to show one right now, it'd be this guy without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, he's trailing fins. He's just perfect. Well, he's not perfect, but he's perfect to me. So yeah, that's the tank with, that's the Dual Rio 350 with Jagger in. So let's move on to another tank. So this is my EIM 200 litre, and this is the dumping tank. Guys, I've had to stick the Waru in here. So, right, okay. So where do I start with this tank? As you know, I had the Trimax Fry and the Doveye Fry in here. So I'm going to sell the Trimax Fry. I've been saying that for a few weeks now, and I'm going to sell the Doveye Fry because it's just not working. So this Waru are a pair, and they're not letting anything else in that. They are just basically giving everything else in the other tank grief. So I'm just going to give them this tank. There is also, and I said that I did an unboxing video this morning. It was on 4 Waru from Aqualife in Leyland. Guys, if you've not checked out Aqualife in Leyland, you live in the UK, check them out. They're brilliant. What I'll do is, at the end of the video, I will show you their address details. But I got these Waru. They're only small. They're not big enough for the other tank, so I've stuck them in there. So this now is going to be a pair of Waru's tank. As soon as the other Waru get bigger, I'll put them into the bigger tank. And I quite like the idea of these having this tank, because, like I said, this was the Be Nice tank originally, and I said I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but now I think I know that's going to be there. So yeah, it's a 200 litre, and so it's, again, it's not a massive tank. Excuse me, guys. It's not the Rona, so don't worry. Yeah, so it's not probably forever on for them, but it'll do for now. So let's move on to another tank. So we get to this tank, and this is my dual Rio 450, another 450 litre. Again, what's that? 125 gallons in US. So if you've watched my other video on this tank, you'll know that I said that I've reached out to people on Instagram to build this tank. So I have done that, and that is what I've done. So I have put a couple of my own things in there, but as it stands right now, the Aquascape, if you look, there's a couple of pieces of wood. I've tried my best to make them look like they're entwined. And my mate, Ryan Hawkins, if you're watching, Ryan, cheers, mate. He's been giving me a lot of his time talking me through how to aquascape, because I don't have a clue. I am so bad at aquascaping. But he does a bit, so he's been helping me, which is great. So thank you, Ryan. And I think it's looking really good so far. There's still more to do with it. But stocking-wise, I have the blue spots in Spilling, the rock heel Sev. I've got some small blue-eyed cuttery cichlids, which again, guys, before people come at me, I know that they can be aggressive. I hope I can. I just want to get one male out of it, and I've got a couple of flying foxes. The reason the flying foxes are in there is because I just want them to try and. I just want to strip some of the algae away and keep some of the algae at bay. Like I said, every fish in there. So the blue spot was bred by somebody who is on Instagram, which is Dave Cichlids. The rock heel came because the world and his wife told me to get a 7 for the tank, so I got that. The flying foxes were advised by one of my followers. The scape's been by one of my followers, and the cutter eye were my decision. So I will be honest with you, the biggest request I have had to put in this tank is an Oscar cichlid. And I don't know. I've been a bit unsure, but I'm going to get a small one. I'm going to grow one out in there. I didn't really want an Oscar in it, but the Instagram guys are telling me to do it, so I'm going to do it. So just going into the Instagram, guys, if you're not following me, it's at Big Fish Lad. Come over, join my Instagram channel, and have a look at me build this tank. I'm hoping this gets me through the winter, something to concentrate on, something to think about. So I will be adding fish as we go along. But yeah, that's the last tank, guys. I've got 6 tanks in the fish room at the moment, and that is the last one. So yeah, things are changing at the moment quite a bit. I'm trying to find the right balance. And like I said to you, watch this space, because I'm going to start aquascaping all the tanks properly. Something I've never done, so I'm going to get into it. Again, another thing to get my mind going through COVID. Anyway, I've gone over 10 minutes. I have a rule that I do less than 10 minutes, so I need to wrap this video up now. But like I said before, thank you so much for helping me to get 400 subscribers. It's surreal. Next stop, 500, guys. So like I said, if you're not subscribed, go on, subscribe. It only takes 2 minutes. It's free of charge. Don't even take 2 minutes. It's quicker than that. And then click the bell for my updates coming. Right, guys, that's me. I'm calling it a day, and I will see you on the next video.